Hello everyone, Joanne with StampingInTheValley.com. Welcome to my craft room on Sunday afternoon at 3. This is a live video on Facebook, but you can always catch the replay. I always upload the video and you are more than welcome to watch it and then comment because we have a giveaway now on Sundays. I'm calling it my Sunday giveaway. I'm very happy to do that with you guys. So today we're going to make this beautiful card, and I use the Framelits here on the Painted Seasons. I love this. We'll go over that in just a few minutes. Hi, Lily. We will go over that in just a few minutes. Those Framelits will be releasing on March 1st, so that's a lot of fun. The colors we're going to use today is Early Espresso, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, and So Saffron. And that's what I did to make the front of this card. I absolutely love making DSP, and this is just the perfect set to do it with. Now, let's just go over a few things. These are the free card kits for the month of March. I'm very pleased with these kits. Now, what it is about this month is I'm going to be working through the paper stack of the Painted Seasons and this paper stack of the butterflies that's in the Celebration catalog, the botanical butterflies. And so as I change color, this butterfly will change color here. This might change color up here as I run out of paper. And then the same thing here. It will still be embossed, but I'm going to make sure that things coordinate. So there's a video for this over on my YouTube channel. Please check it out. It's very simple. Just place an order with me and I send you 2 free card kits. So that's a lot of fun. Here is what we'll be releasing on the 1st of March. We have the Lily Framelit dies, the dies for the Call Me Cupcake, the Hop Around, the 4 Seasons, and the Story Label Punch. You've seen me use all of these products. So much fun. Absolutely so much fun. I have to admit, I had the most fun with the Hop Around. I really did. Not that I don't like the others, which I do because I really love the 4 Seasons, but this frog, those cards were adorable. And talking about those cards, here is our giveaway for today. The only thing you have to do is leave a comment. Say hello, good to be here, something like that. Just, you know, whatever. But this is what it is. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things of twine. There's some Bermuda Bay, some, I think that's Blushing Bride, Old Olive, Black and White, Crushed Curry, and this is Cherry Cobbler. Okay, and then you're going to get a sheet of mini dimensionals, and then you're going to get this card with the frog on it. So adorable. Just loved. I loved making this card. I love the lily pad. It is in those Framelits. I've had a lot of questions about that, and you can do anything. And I colored the little dragonfly. Of course, you'll get the envelope, and then you're going to get this card. So 2 cards, some twine, and some dimensionals for today's giveaway. All right? That looks like a lot of fun. So let's just get in here and start to stamp, because first what we need to do is make background paper. Let's talk about let's just talk about what our dimensions are. So like if you were doing a kit, this is the way the kit would come. It would come with an envelope. Now we have our card base of Early Espresso, and this is at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this is the landscape style that opens like this. My inside piece is 4 3/4 by 3.5 of regular Whisper White. My outside piece that we're going to do our stamping on is 5 1/4 by 4, and that's of regular Whisper White also. So let's move all this aside, and I'm just going to bring in, this is just some grid paper that I folded in half right here, and we're going to go ahead and make our DSP. Now I already cut out and stamped and cut out our pieces that we're going to put together to make the front of the card, but I love to make DSP, and this is a great set to do that with. Remember, the 4 Seasons, the Painted Seasons, the stamp set, and the paper are in the new brochure. This is the brochure of Celebration. These were the 3 new items that were released, and now the Framelits are going to be released for this. But you can still get this with a $100 order. So the number for that is 150349. is the number for that if you'd like to order. And you get the paper and the stamp set for free with a $100 order. So that's fantastic. So yes, this Painted Season has no sentiment. You can put whatever you want. And today I chose the sentiment from the Lasting Lily stamp set, where I'm going to do, Dear Friend, thank you for your endless love and support. And we'll put the Dear Friend on the outside. So we'll do that in just a second. So let's start to make our DSP here. And I want to use my large leaf here, fern, and I want to do that in garden green. So just tap it in the garden green and start to randomly, full strength, randomly stamp this wherever that you want to go, stamping it even off of the page, just however that you want to do it. And that's enough of that. And now we're going to take this image right here, and we're going to stamp it in the garden green. We're going to stamp it off so that I get the second generation. This way we have a little bit of contrast with all of our greenery in here. And just keep stamping it off and stamp wherever you want on the page. Because every time you make your own DSP, it's always different. It's always your own creation. I love that about making my own DSP. I'm going to move this So Saffron over here. And I'm going to take this little fern right here. And I'm going to start to stamp it around and just kind of fill in and just continue to fill in with this little one. Just like that. Let's have some down here. We can always go back and use it again, just like that. Let's come up there. All right, now the Coastal Cabana. I would have never thought to use Coastal Cabana, but I referred to my color coach as a demonstrator. We can print something that's called a color coach, and I use it constantly. But it said that Coastal Cabana would look good with these other colors, and I was like, surely not, but yes, it does. So I use these little stars here, just a nice little accent, just very lightly down and up. And now we're going to put this all over this page. And again, filling our white space in. Let's see, let's go here. Let's do it here. And going on and off of the page so that it just looks like everything kind of trickles down onto your paper. Maybe right there. I think we've got it, guys. I like it. It doesn't take a minute to make your own DSP. Look how pretty that looks. How much fun is that? It didn't take us a second. Hi, Marja. Greetings from Finland. Thank you so much. I love the pine cones also, Marja. Thank you so much for tuning in. So here is this DSP. Now, what we're going to do is I want to use some of this linen thread right here. And I'm going to wrap it around my card just a few times. I like to work off the spool. Let me get that out of the ink. And let me move these things to the side because we could be dangerous. Okay. So now we're going to take this linen thread and I leave a tail here, just a tail. Okay, let me make sure I'm in. Hi, Diane. Very nice to see you. So how many blocks do you own? Oh, you are hilarious. Yes, ma'am. Let me show you. Let me show you what the blocks. These are my blocks right here. I have all the sizes. I use mostly, let's see, this is a D block. That is so funny that you asked that. A C block, a B block. This one. B, C, and D are the ones that I really, really use the most of. And I have to admit, though, like for something small, I love these little A blocks. So, but yeah, but these are the block. This is just a bunch of blocks, right? Because I like to, that is so funny. I like to mount everything that I can. So holy smokes, that is so fun. But you know, okay, so what I've done to accumulate that many blocks, okay, I would place an order, and then like I would lack just a little bit, you know, I would have like $6 or $4 or $3.50, you know, or something like that. And then I would just add a block onto there. And that's how I've acquired so many blocks. How funny. So here we have the tail right here of our linen thread. That was a fantastic question. I love that. And I just kind of wrap this around 3 times. And I'm working right off of my spool. And then I'm going to take this piece, this little tail right here, and I kind of like wrap it underneath just to secure my linen thread. Now I'm going to tie my bow. Just like that. And I'm going to fool with my little loops wherever I want them. And I cut that one on that card a little short. I'm going to leave this one a little bit longer. So just right there. We'll see how that goes. We can always cut it back. Now, what I like this linen thread to do on either end is kind of, you know, like spread out into 3. Get my pokey tool. This is a great tool to use to manipulate this, any kind of twine or thread, just like that. Kind of don't want it too crossed over there. And I want it to just open up into 3 on either side. Just like that. Now is the time that you can move this if you want it over more or, you know, another way more. Doesn't matter. So I kind of like it right there. And now I'm going to attach it to my card base. And for this, I'm just going to use some snail. No big deal. And you can just run your snail right over. See, I'm kind of holding that with my fingers. Run it right over your thread. It'll hold it down. And then here I'm going to come again, and I'm just going to kind of hold this and run that up there, and 1 and 2 on either side of that, just to hold it into place. Now you want to flip it over and make sure once again that you are in the position that you want it to be. And I like that. So I'm going to bring in my card base and attach it right here. I moved it a little bit. Before you stick it down, make sure that you have these where you want it, because then you're committed. There we go. Just like that. Let's bring in our inside piece. And we're going to stamp that with thank you for your endless love and support. I'm going to go into the early espresso. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Just like that. I'm going to bring back in my little stars. And I'm going to go in my corners. Just like that. Just that little bit. And while we're at it, let's just do our envelope. We'll move this aside. I always try to make sure my flap is, I've ruined so many envelopes by having them upside down. Just like that, just a little something, something. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach this to the inside of our card now. I'll move this twine out of the way. I think most of the twine that is in the giveaway is now all retired, so you can't get it. So when I found it, I thought, wow, you guys as crafters might absolutely love to have some extra twine on hand. Now we're going to put this in here. And my inside piece is, the layer that it is like the 3rd layer. So I like to have a bigger border with my colored paper. I'm just trying to get it straight, and I'm kind of off to the side over here. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Now, let's concentrate on our medallion right here. We're going to do Dear Friend in Early Espresso and stamp this toward the top. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. Hi, Cindy. Very nice to see you. Thank you, everyone, for dropping by on this Sunday afternoon. We have had so much rain. I have had to hook a pump up under the house again. now there's about 3 foot of standing water under my house. We made the national news the other day, Johnson City, Tennessee. I live right near that. So we made the national news yesterday with the flooding. Now I'm going to snail this on the back of this round layering circle. And I'm telling you, the rain is unbelievable. But the other day we had thunder. And it's an old wives' tale around here. Thunder in February means snow in March. So let's see what happens. Now, I always talk to you guys about these framelits. These are my stitched framelits. Let me show these to you. This is a great way. If you're just starting crafting, this is something that I think is essential. They have circles, ovals, and squares in here in all different sizes. These are the stitched framelits. I use these constantly, guys. It's never ending. They stay in the front of where I keep my embossing folders and my framelits, and they are constantly in front because I use them constantly. Then I use the layering circles, layering ovals. Now we have the rectangles, that's added to it. And then we have the squares. And these all coordinate, well, except for the rectangle, with the stitched. The layering circles, ovals, and squares coordinate with these stitched. So if you are just starting out and looking like, oh, what should I get? What should I do? I seriously suggest that combination there. The layering, the circles, squares, ovals. I love the rectangles and the stitch framelits. So now we have this little element. And now we're going to bring in everything that I have already stamped and cut out with the Big Shot. I love these pine cones. Aren't they adorable? Just so pretty. And we're going to make our little element right down here. So I'm going to take my large fern and 2 small ones and just layer them on top of each other. No big rhyme or reason to any of it because the circle, the medallion right there is going to hide it. So very simply, I just take my snail and I just flick a little bit on each side of this fern on the bottom sprig. And then I'm just going to allow these just to sit there. Just like that. Perfect. They don't have to be in any order or anything. Now we're going to layer the pine cones on top of that, and we're going to cover this entire stem. So what we want to do, what I did was, on this side of the pine cone that I'm going to attach it, I did add a little bit of snail, just right there. And I do that with my hand, just while it's in my hand. And I just attach it just like that. So simple. This side, the same thing. We're going to add it right here. Just like that. And now you can reposition these if you need to. And I want them to come down here and overlap just a little bit. Let's see. Just like that. And there is our little sprig of pine cones and greenery that now is going to get attached to right here. And I'm going just to add glue dots with this. I don't want this to be raised up because I'm going to raise that up with dimensionals. And I didn't think the snail would really get it as well as these glue dots would. So that's what I'm going to use. I got these from my paper pumpkin. I saved them. And I'm going to put one right here where that junction of all of those stems are, just to kind of help hold it down. And then run right over here on the pine cone, very simply. And then we're going to pick this up, and I'm just going to look at it, and I'm going to attach this right there. And that is absolutely perfect, guys. Isn't that beautiful? What a nice little element. I'm so excited that these framelits are getting released. This is the first time, now we're going to put dimensionals back here, 4 of them. This is the first time Stampin' Up! Has ever done something like this with the Celebration catalog and then releasing something that, you know, adds to it. I don't know what's going to be carried over. I do know the Tea Time framelits are. I heard that. But I don't know about any of these. If anything, I was really hoping that this one would, the Painted Seasons would, because I thought it would just look so pretty. It would just be so beautiful in a new catalog. So I'm going to attach this right here, just like that. And I like my bow. I don't think I need, do you think I need a little haircut on the bow? I think I do. Let's see, I messed up my loop. Maybe that's why I thought I needed a haircut on it. Here we go. Tighten that up a little bit. Now, if you didn't like that moving the least little bit, you could put a glue dot behind that, but I'm okay with it. I am going to trim these just a little bit. I guess I did like them shorter. So to get them even, I hold them together, and then I just take my snips and do one cut. And then that makes them even on either side. So that's perfect to me. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to take our sequins here, and these are just the regular adhesive back sequins in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to use 3 of these, one right under here. Always work in odd numbers. One here, and then one here. Let's see, put it right there. All right, there is our card for today, for this afternoon, Sunday afternoon giveaway here at Stampin' in the Valley. You will get one of these cards. Let me close my ink, because I'm so afraid I'll get my fingers in it. There's my cousin, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. So funny, Lisa. Okay, so you text me about the water. So I think to myself, and it's 20 minutes before I'm going to start this video. So I thought to myself, well, I should check under the house to make sure that it's not pooled up. Lisa, there is 3 feet of standing water under my house. So I quickly ran for the hose and the pump, and I'm now siphoning this 3 foot of water under my house. It will be unbelievable. So yeah, and I don't live in a flood zone. So, so I don't have flood insurance, but there is definitely a problem under my house now. I'm glad that you said something about the water, Lisa, or I wouldn't, I know, right? I wouldn't have gone to check. And so I'm glad you said something. So remember, here is our giveaway. Here's our giveaway. Here is all this twine. Just a lot of fun. You can wrap it around your cards. Just a lot of fun with that. A full-size sheet of mini dimensionals. You're going to get the little frog card, and you're going to get this card right here that we just made today. So that's our giveaway for this Sunday. I hope you guys, that's all you have to do is leave a comment. I'll pick between 8 and 9 o'clock. There's our card for today. If you need to order any Stampin' Up! Supplies, please go to StampinInTheValley.com. Click on the big blue button and order any and everything. These will be released on March 1st. Okay, so if you guys are thinking about getting an order together and you want these items, any of these items, March 1st. And there's also a stamp set. I didn't get the stamp set because I had a lot of sentiment. Hello, Carrie. Hi, Connie. Thank you so much for coming by. So here's the Lily Framelits 150071. The Call Me Cupcake Thinlit Dies 150072. Hop Around, that's what I did that card with, 150073. Four Season Framelit Dies 150074. And the Story Label Punch 150076. This all pairs with what's in your celebration catalog here. So here's the Hello Cupcake. Here is the Hop, So Hoppy Together, the Hopping Frogs. I think that's so cute. There is the part of my story that goes with that punch. Now, a lot of people, like I said, were asking me about what they think was carryover. Like I said, I have no idea. The only thing that I know of is the Tea Time Framelits are going to carry over. But if you're thinking about a $100 order, then you could get these for free. So, you know, but if you miss it, then I believe that these are going to carry over. Then we have the Framelits to the Lasting Lily right here. And I don't know anything on here that's going to carry over, but if I was like a betting person, I'm thinking this Story Label Punch will carry over. A lot of times when they get a good punch like that, they will carry it over. But this is just good for 1 month, just from March 1st to March 31st. I cannot believe that we are almost out of celebration That's amazing. One more month with this beautiful free catalog, all these free items. So every time you guys place an order, you can get free items from these catalogs. I so appreciate everybody watching. Remember, if you love Paper Pumpkin, sign up before March 10th with me. Of course, you'll get the free card kits. And but in March, they are sending us 2 full-size stamp sets. 2 stamp sets, I should say. Of course, they're full-size. They're in Paper Pumpkin box. So, but we're going to get 2 stamp sets in March. So if you would like to sign up, now's the time to do that with me or any other demonstrator. If you guys come and watch me, I love that. But if you have demonstrators that you have been with and they are friends of yours, please stay with your demonstrators, because that is what Stampin' Up! Is all about. We share what we love. This is something I absolutely love to do, and I love sharing it with you guys, especially on Sundays and these lives now with our giveaways. So here is the little Hoppy card. If you tuned in late, that's part of the giveaway today. You get this card that we just made, a full-size sheet of mini dimensionals, and then I'm going to send you all of that twine right there to play with in your craft room. Thank you so much for watching. Please have a wonderful rest of your day on Sunday, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.